Your morning news now. A Black Hawk helicopter crashed in Minnesota, killing 3 National Guard soldiers who were on board. The National Guard lost contact with the helicopter shortly after takeoff on a maintenance test flight from St. Cloud, and the crew called Mayday. The crash is being investigated. Names haven't been released. In southern Florida, 4 people, including 2 suspects, were killed in a shootout at a busy intersection on Thursday. Police say it started with a robbery at a jewelry store. The 2 robbers stole a UPS truck afterward and led police on a chase of about 20 miles, which ended with a shootout. A ceremony tomorrow in Hawaii to mark 78 years since the attack on Pearl Harbor will go on as planned, but there will be extra security following Wednesday's deadly shooting at the military base. A U.S. sailor killed 2 civilians and wounded another before turning the gun on himself. His motive is still unknown.
Skies are partly cloudy over downtown La Crosse right now. Some colder air is moving in from the north and west. Now we're down to 28 degrees, so we've actually slipped about 5 or 6 degrees over the past 2 hours. Teens and 20s to the north and west. Winds out of the northwest at about 5 to 15, making it feel like the teens and 20s, even some single digits to our west.
La Crosse's Winter Rec Fest won't be happening this year. Over the past several years, unseasonably warm weather has forced organizers to cancel some of the outdoor events. Do not worry, organizers are taking a year off but are already thinking ahead to Rec Fest next year. Tomorrow at the Onalaska Y, people of all ages and all abilities are invited to a special and free event. Inclusion Night is meant to give people the chance to check out what the Y has to offer during a less busy time. Families are strongly encouraged to RSVP at laxymca.org/RSVP. Also tomorrow, the Badgers take on the Buckeyes in the Big Ten Football Championship. Kickoff is at 7. You can watch the game on Fox. Fox is also airing Sunday's Packers game. The Green and Gold host Washington at Lambeau with kickoff set for noon. It also is a noon kickoff over in Minneapolis where the Vikings take on the Lions. And if your weekend plans include decorating the tree, here's something to aspire to. Feast your eyes on the 2019 National Christmas Tree, which was lit last night in D.C. The President and First Lady were there to turn on the lights, a tradition dating back to the early 1920s. The National Christmas Tree will be on display through the end of the year. That's a lot of lights.
Sure is. Temperatures this morning are chilly in the 20s. We'll see a slow rise back to around 30 this afternoon, so we'll be quite a bit colder than the past 3 days when we topped 40 degrees here in La Crosse. Kind of a mix of sun and clouds for today. Now we warm right back up for the weekend. 41 tomorrow, 42 on Sunday. Good chance of snow on Monday. Early estimates are looking like about a 1 to 3 inch snowfall. We'll fine-tune that forecast over the weekend, and then much colder with a shot of Arctic air following Monday's system. And just how much snow we get on the ground will be key in determining how cold we are during the day and how cold those overnight lows get. But either way, it's going to be cold with highs in the teens, lows in the single digits, above and even below 0 in many areas.
Well, we hope you have a great weekend. We want to thank you for sharing your morning with us. Stay tuned now. CBS This Morning is coming up next.